dear one. Did you know that you are meant?
No. This is a bad idea. Mary, you want to... No, I wasn't thinking. I blurted it out and it was so...
Hey, is that Amelia?
What is that? She'll say it back. I have many things on... For beach towels, and... Come back to me right now. This is my...
Your complication?
It's not kind of you. You wanted to make a bold move.
Amelia went to go pick up the kids. 70 degrees outside, but that's cool.
This was Derek's blanket. Warm, it's not a great color.
Good morning and welcome to my slow morning routine that I do every morning, but specifically today because my work got canceled for the morning. So to make my perfect latte cup, turn on the machine. I'm gonna fill my coffee cup with this oat milk from Trader Joe's that I really like. It is cheap. It's like $3 for that. Pour about, how to show that, but pour about like that much in the cup. Then this oat milk, brown sugar creamer from Trader Joe's, and do about a couple splashes. Cold foam from creamer. This is optional, but it kind of makes it feel more fancy. I'm gonna put this in the microwave because I love my first coffee always has to be hot coffee. I'm gonna put this in the microwave for 1 minute. Anything else, it can go over. My favorite espresso coffee grounds of all time, Ilia. I love this. Ilia from Peter Rivalries. Ilia is, I love this. This is the one that I get. I really like it. What was I gonna say? It's a little expensive. Like this is like $13. It's also not in a lot of stores that I've seen, at least not here. But I like it. So I'm going to grab. I don't spend that much money on things. You know, I'm pretty cheap overall, except for my coffee. I like having nice coffee. I also on Fridays like to, I'm oiling my hair because it is hair wash day. Let's put her in. As soon as that's on, turn on the microwave. Every morning I have, and I hate this flavor, but I just kind of chug it. This is to help prevent me from getting sick because I can't afford to get sick. So every morning before my coffee, I also try and drink a lot of water before my coffee, because otherwise I get a headache. But if I don't have coffee, I get a headache. So drink. Back into rewatching Grey's Anatomy, or I'm picking up where I left off because I always stop right where Derek dies. Spoiler, right where Derek dies. I always stop because that episode hurts me and everything after hurts me. But I'm picking up again, and I think like 10 episodes past it, maybe a little less. Where's my I always do 2. This is a fresh container. I always do 2 shot espressos in my coffee. Oh, dude, this is fresh. It smells so good. That smells so good. I'm gonna make another shot right now. And on Fridays, I also like to make my loaf of bread for next week. This is how much I usually have at the end of the week, which is plenty and will last me the weekend. So I'm going to start a loaf of bread now. I have my bowl with my scale, but you can't see it because it's out of frame. I just lightly heated up water. You don't want it too hot. You want around 200 grams. I always go over because I kind of still think like this is 260. It's fine. you don't want it too hot, because if it's too hot, it will burn the yeast. I add extra yeast in just because Oregon's really cold, and my starter, because of how cold it is, it needs a little help. So I add. This is also the yeast I use. I really like it. It really helps. Well, Beatrice starter, she's powerful. She just needs a little help. And I put a pinch of salt. I mean, not salt, sugar on top of the yeast. And then I let that sit, and I'm gonna wait for it to start like becoming active, which takes around 10 minutes. But if your water is too hot, it will kill the yeast and everything will sink. And if it doesn't bloom, that's how you know you killed it. So you don't want to do that. It's starting to bloom. I usually always have TV in the background, which maybe in itself is bad. I always have some kind of noise, but because I'm filming, I'm trying not to do that, because editing is a pain in the ass when I have like dance moms or something in the background. Right now it's freezing on me. But next, this is Beatrice. I'm gonna add, again, don't follow my recipe. I really just eyeball it. I think I'm gonna do like 200, maybe 300. See how much she gives me. I like to use a lot of her because it kind of almost like resets it. Because you only need a little bit to get started again. Okay. 143. So, and I have just like that much left, but that will easily, she'll eat it and be happy tomorrow. Just gonna, next we're gonna reset the scale. And I'm gonna do about 500 grams. Sometimes if I add more water, then I have to kind of like keep adding it, so it keep adding flour until it gets a good consistency. So, but my starting point is 500 grams. Oh, that's 520. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. And this is salt. This is like a smoky salt. I'm gonna reset the scale. And sometimes for bigger loaves, I do double amount, but usually I do around 11 to 12 grams of salt, sometimes 15. If it's a bigger loaf, sometimes 20. Okay, that's 15. Now we stir. And you don't need the scale now. So I turn it off.
I'll find out for sure. Maybe she shouldn't.
So now that the dough is done and it looks good, it's a good texture, you want to let it rest for 1 hour. This helps to hydrate the dough. So I'm just gonna let her rest for an hour. When you make bread, when you're prepping the dough the day, because I'll bake it tomorrow, and that's super easy, super quick. But actually prepping the dough takes kind of a long time because you have to let it rest for an hour, and then every 30 minutes you have to stretch it for 4 hours. You know, there's just like a lot of steps. So you want to make sure you're doing it in a day when you have some time where you can be near it. So yeah. So for me, a slow morning is really taking my time. My roommates usually get up either later or they leave the house before me. One of my roommates, she goes to work, she's already gone. My other roommate, she sleeps until 10 minimum. So it's nice because I have the whole space to myself. It's quiet. I can just drink my coffee and kind of like putz around and do my own thing. And usually I have work today, but I don't. So it's nice because now I just take a deep breath, because things have been so busy for me these last couple weeks, and I can actually get caught up in filming and even ahead, so that I'm not stressing when things start picking up again. But yeah, I always make bread. It's my one thing, and I love making it, and I love how it turns out, and it tastes so good compared to the store-bought bread. Like, this is my roommate's store-bought bread, and this is my homemade. And I have these little tags that say from the kitchen of Kate. But yeah, I'm gonna let this do its thing. But for me, a morning is, I love the morning. It's my favorite time of the day in general, with like the sun kind of peeking through, everything starting to wake up, and I like to wake up with the world. That's why I like waking up before sunrise, so I can wake up with the world, and it just really, it sets me in a good mood, and I just feel so at peace, and I feel so calm, and I feel so just happy to be here. So So it's a little later. It's about 9:30. My new video is about to be late. But I was just doing some chairs. I was just doing some chores. I just took the trash out, recycling out. I actually cleaned the trash and recycling, our bins in the house, because they were disgusting. So I just kind of cleaned them, washed my hands. And now, first, stretch and fold. This is what the dough looks like. And first, the first one's always the worst in a sense, but also one of the better ones. I don't really know how to explain it, because you're building gluten by doing this. So every 30 minutes you need to do this, and you have, and it's, you know, a couple stretches. It's gonna get more difficult and more difficult because it's building gluten. Every 30 minutes for 4 times. I kind of take it out of the bowl because for me it's easier. And I think I am going to now sit down and edit my other video that I have up in the drafts, so I can get that ready to go for next week. Let her sit for another 30 minutes. I also very spontaneously cleaned the entire apartment. You can't really tell, but I did the floors and cleaned the kitchen. Now I'm gonna edit for a bit. So I have my new video uploading, and it's about 10:40 right now. I'm gonna go around and trim my plants and make sure everyone's healthy. How to know is there's this guy, this leaf, if you compare the two, is turning yellow. That means it's dying. So trim this leaf. Once it starts turning yellow, you can't save it, so trim it, because then it will help the plant put more energy into the healthy leaves. The bread is set. So now you get a clean dish towel, wet it just a little bit, put it over, and let the bread rest all day so it can rise. Let it rest. You want it to double in size. So. Okay, it is 11:15 right now. I am going to do a workout. Fridays are abs. I hate abs so much, but I'm gonna do my ab circuit. And then I'm gonna honestly wash my hair, not much else. Maybe I'll check in when I'm doing my hair, but most likely it's gonna be noon at that point, and morning is considered over. I feel like this morning was so amazing. I haven't had like a really slow morning like this in a while, and like maybe it wasn't slow because I ended up doing so much, but like to me, like that, I love those kind of mornings so much. And yeah, so I'm gonna hit abs now, and it's gonna be oh so fun. But yeah, okay, I finished abs, and now I'm going to shower, wash my hair. It's like coat. I also think I'm gonna like whiten my teeth and dye my eyebrows again, because I do that like once a month and the start of a month kind of, so I'm gonna do that for February. But I think I'm gonna end the video here because morning is almost over. There's like 15 minutes. I had such an amazing morning. Thank you for joining me. I hope this inspired you to maybe slow down in the morning, and if you can, you know, enjoy those mornings, because I love the mornings and it makes me just feel so happy. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will talk to you next week.